Hey guys, welcome back. As promised, I am here with day one of the 25 days of Christmas. So I just decided on a whim last night that this is something I'm going to do, and I am completely unprepared. This is not something that I want to spend a whole lot of money on. I do imagine that I will be spending some money on these things. I don't know. I had a feeling I wanted to do it, so I'm doing it. I actually wanted to do something similar to this for Halloween, but that turned out just not to happen. So I'm doing 25 Days of Christmas, and I'm kind of excited about it. So last night I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. So I started making a list, and then I started thinking about some things I wanted to do and some things I wanted to do using nature or adding things to nature. So I remembered I opened up my pantry the other day and someone left our tortillas open, so they're pretty hard. I did not throw them away because I'm like, what a waste. I'll feed them to the birds or something. But it was really, really rainy that day, so I didn't want to just throw them out and have them get all soggy. So they've just been sitting on my counter for a few days. And then I realized, duh, why don't I use them to make little, you know those little like bird ornament thingies with like toilet paper rolls, and you roll them in peanut butter and then you put birdseed on them. I'm like, why don't I do that with the tortillas? So since it's Christmas, I'm like, well, it has to be Christmas themed. So I got my cookie cutters out and I cut out a tortilla with a cookie cutter. And then I could not find my hole punch for the life of me. And I have this cute little stamper that would make like a little flower design. But the tortilla is too thick. So I'm thinking, what can I do? What can I use to make a hole? Because I didn't want to just like stab it with a knife or scissors. I wanted it to look nice for the birds, you know. So I used a metal straw that we have. I am all about improvising right now. So I poked a hole in it. Then I couldn't find my twine. I don't know where it is, but I did find some old rope that I have on my craft bench. So I just kind of undid the rope and I made my own twine because I want everything that I'm putting out in nature to not harm it. So the plan is to put the twine through the tortilla, and then I'm going to put some peanut butter on the tortilla, and then I'm going to dip it in birdseed, which I already had because I feed the birds all the time. So I thought it was a really cute idea and a really great way to start off the 25 days of Christmas. So let's get started. So I'm not joking when I tell you that these tortillas are really, really hard. So I got just a cutting board just so I'm not pressing down onto my table. And I thought about getting a knife, but I think if I just pick it up, I can actually press them through. So, and I'll be able to get a couple out of these. I don't know how many I'm gonna make, maybe 5 or 6, but there's a cute little tree, and I have my stocking, and I think I'll use this little mitten. This other side of the tortilla is really, really hard. I might have to get a knife. Alright, so I ended up getting a knife just because it was not punching through the way I wanted it to. Here we go. Little mitten. I'm just going to keep going and make a few more. So I think I'm going to just do 6 of them. So I have the stocking that I already showed you. I did a star and a tree. I don't know where my bigger tree cookie cutter is. A little mitten, a snowman, and a candy cane. So now all I have to do is punch holes in them and get my rope in them. I used to always think it was so funny when my mom or my grandparents would be so obsessed with looking at the birds outside their windows, and now I do the same exact thing with my bird books and my binoculars, and I text my sister-in-law pictures of the birds that I have outside. It's funny how things change when you get older. Okay, so I got them all strung up. Super easy to do. Now comes the messy part. So I did put down some newspaper just because ultimately I'm going to coat both sides of this with peanut butter and then put birdseed on it. But I'm just thinking I'm probably going to want some place to hang these while I'm doing that. So I'm just looking around to see what I can do, and I think I found something. Okay, so I grabbed my banana hanger that currently does not have any bananas on it, so I think I'm just going to hang them all on here while I'm waiting. I'm not going to want to lay them down or they're going to get stuff everywhere, so I'm going to get started on putting peanut butter on now. Okay, here comes the messy part. I'm going to try to contain, really going to try to contain the mess. I feel like this would be really fun to do with my little nephew. I think his sister is a little too young, but I think it would be really fun to do with him. So here's the problem now. So I have peanut butter all on this side, and I have to flip it over to kind of get the other side. It's just going to be a mess. It doesn't matter whatever way you do it. Okay, I put a bunch of birdseed in here, and I thought the easiest thing would be just to kind of dip it in there and pour it over it. There you go. How cute is that? I really love this idea. I'm so happy that I had these tortillas that I didn't know what I was going to do with them, because now I can feed them to my birds. So I'm just going to do the rest of them real quick. Okay, here's the finished product. They're so cute. I just think they're adorable. So I have 6 of them. Unfortunately, it's dark outside, even though it's only 5:30, but winter. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna hang these in one of my trees, so the birds have something to perch on and also something that they can eat. And I'm assuming that squirrels will probably get this as well, and whatever parts that they nibble on and fall down. I have a couple of chipmunks living here and a mole or two, so everybody will get a little treat. It literally cost me nothing, and I'm getting to use the leftover tortillas that I had, so they aren't going to waste. Okay, so that was day 1 of the 25 days of Christmas. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know, because I have a few ideas, but well, it's Friday and I was gonna go to the grocery store tomorrow, so I could probably pick up a couple things. But I really don't have any idea how I'm gonna fill the next 24 days, so it should be interesting. Thanks for watching day 1 of the 25 days of Christmas. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 2. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and share with your friends, and I will see you guys here tomorrow. Okay, I got them all hung in the tree. I don't know how well you can see, but these are hanging in the tree right in front of my kitchen window. So hopefully I'll be able to see them getting a little treat tomorrow morning. The cat just barf? I think I just heard him barfing.